Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for the 26th to the 30th of August. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and you become a part of our collective. Let me tell you as I am pulling out these cards. Okay, yeah, okay. I had pulled out a spread, and then Source was like, wipe the slate clean. So I think that is the energy that we are going to be experiencing this week. Where can you wipe the slate clean? Where can you lean into organized chaos, let's call it, or like complete radical change or destruction and absolute like deconstructing of things that are no longer in alignment for you, Pisces, as you are evolving. You're going to go through an incredible transformative time over the next couple of years because we are moving into eclipse season, being directly in your sign and the sign of Virgo. Then we're moving into the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. So like there's a lot of energy rumbling around you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, so this is crazy. I'm going to put these away and I'm just going to ask for one more, okay? So the last reading, the same thing happened. It was like a chunk of cards coming down and then Source was like, no, clean it out. I don't like this. Like wipe the slate clean, which was, you know, I almost want to call this video that, but I don't think people would appreciate the title. So just so you know, maybe write this down in like a journal or have it in your notes, or if you do like affirmations or that kind of stuff, wipe the slate clean where you can, Pisces. You are given an opportunity to redo something and do it right this time. And this is, this is going to be like a more, I'm going to step into my Aries a little bit more in this reading versus my Pisces, okay? This is a time, yeah. This is a time for you to right past wrongs. This is a time for you where Source is going like, where, what, who, like what were the dynamics before that were really keeping you stuck, keeping you limited, keeping you unhappy? What was going on in your life in the past, I don't know, let's just say 2, 3, 4 years that you feel like, man, I could have done this differently, or man, I should have done this differently, or there might be regret, guilt, shame, embarrassment, maybe even yourself, you're feeling like, why did I make these choices? I should have done this instead. Like there's a lot of that energy circulating right now. Sorry, I was looking for my red ring. I thought I had it in here, but I guess it's somewhere else. So anyways, so the whole point of this energy here is saying to you, like, can you acknowledge and recognize the active role that you played in the past that resulted in you having less than ideal turnouts? Okay. And then can you turn around and go, okay, well, I really didn't like this outcome. What can I do differently this time? Where maybe was my ego in play or my shadow in play? What can I do differently this time so that this time around I do get the desired outcome? This is going to be really, really big for you guys. Okay. Like, yeah, this is a big week, okay? Buckle up, buttercup, and get ready. And my biggest piece of advice to you would be just enjoy the ride, baby. Just enjoy the ride, okay? We start off with the guilt card here. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I want to ask you something and like be honest with yourself, okay? What story do you continuously tell yourself? What narrative continuously circulates in your mind's eye around your lack of self-worth? Maybe your victim martyr mindset. Maybe this idea that like things are going to work out. You're going to be single forever. You're meant to be poor. Like what is that limiting belief? Where is that lack of confidence or that lack of believing in confidence? Like where do we got to shift here, babe? Because the universe is like, it's time now, okay? Wrap it up. Wrap the shit that's keeping you limited. It's time now for you to expand and become this magnet for everything that you desire. Like there's so much empowering, vigorous energy in this reading. We got Jupiter, baby. That is your traditional ruler in astrology, okay? Jupiter is here to help you out. Jupiter is God energy. Jupiter shows you the path forward. Jupiter says, can you keep showing up in your highest expression, connected to source consciousness, and be open to receiving? Can you do that without falling into like, why is God forsaken me? Why is this happening, God? And listen, between me and you, I've done that before, okay? But we're not doing that anymore. We're done there. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Like, Okay, let me give you an example. When we go through things that are difficult, when we go through things that are challenging, when we go through things that feel really hard, okay, it's really easy to get into this mindset of like, why is this happening to me? I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen people in the comment sections of my videos here on YouTube going like, for 30 years, God has forsaken me. For 30 years, all I've done is experience hardship. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm always broke. I'm always struggling. Like, dude, you stay in that vibrational frequency. Do you ever think God's going to bless you? Do you ever think you're going to shift your energy, what you are emitting out into the world to attract what you desire? If I walked around every single day telling myself that I hated myself, that I was ugly, that I was miserable, that I was stupid, that I was not successful, what do you think would be the result of my life, right? Sometimes you have to become objective. And this week, you might have like a moment, like if me and you were besties and we were sitting down together, you might have a moment where you're like, holy shit, Char, I just had an epiphany. I just had a massive realization. This is the fucking story I keep telling myself. These are the words I keep using. This is my mindset. This has been my energy. And I've been sitting in this density. Go figure, nothing is working out. And so from there, wipe the slate clean, baby. We start afresh, okay? We have the sun starting off your reading with the knight, or with the King of Cups, I should say. King of Cups is connected to Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is the illumination, the optimism, the dawn of a new day, a new chapter starting for you, one where you can be emotionally mature, emotionally balanced, one where you can sit in the energy of being grounded and rooted and knowing how to operate from a place of emotional maturity. This is absolutely stunning. Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. For some of you, this is indicative of a new relationship starting. For others of you, this is realizing where you need to, release control a little bit, where you need to let go a little bit, become more grounded, become more stable, become more focused on your own stability, on your own security, okay? And where can you give, okay? Where can you give in love? Where can you give in career? Where can you give in life, okay? Where can you do nice things just out of the goodness of your fucking heart, okay? Not for clout, not for attention, not for receptivity, not because you're like, I'm going to do this because then I'm going to get that. No, where can you just give? Where can you just give, I'll give you an example of this before we dive into the rest of this reading here, because it's really fascinating what's happening here, okay? Yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles here. There's like the stuckness energy here, like where Source is saying you got to learn, you got to see where you got to let go. Some things here, you got to let go. I thought there was like a bird at the window, but maybe it just flew by. So the other day I was putting gas in the car, and I saw this woman sitting at the gas station, and she wasn't begging. She was just sitting there. You could tell she was homeless or probably like struggling, needed some food. She was having what looked like a coffee. And I just, she wasn't sitting there asking for money. People have like signs or they're begging, spare dollars, but she wasn't doing any of that. She was just sitting there drinking her coffee. It looked like she was contemplating life and where she had gotten. And I looked at her as I was going inside to pay, and I said, hey, do you need anything? Like a sandwich or a snack? I know you have something to drink. And she just looked at me. She's like, a sandwich would be amazing. And I said, cool. And here in Canada, in Toronto, the gas stations oftentimes have a Tim Hortons, which is a coffee shop, connected to it. So I walked into the Tim Hortons and I said to the guy, listen, can I buy her a bagel or a sandwich? Because they've got like limited things. They don't do like the full spectrum of things. So can I buy her a bagel? Can you put something together for her? I'll pay for it right now and I'll get her to come in. Because here's the thing, like, I want her to know that like people have her back, right? I wanted her to know that people had her back, but this isn't about begging and choosing. This is about giving out of the goodness of your heart, right? She was in this beggar energy. I could have stood in this energy and been like, here you go, take your sandwich. But I was like, I'm not fucking gonna do that, right? The Six of Pentacles is an energy of receptivity, of giving and taking, but you wanna be careful that you don't act out of alignment, out of balance, because you can see here there's a huge imbalance. People begging, people giving, right? He looks like, is he giving out of the goodness of his heart, or is he giving because he feels apathy or like, poor person? Right? We don't want to be that vibe, right? I just gave out of the goodness of my heart because I thought to myself, damn, like, I was on the verge of homelessness one too, and that could have been Charlie and I sitting there, right? My son and I and our dog Willow, who's now passed, right? And so I wanted her to still have her grace. you know, to walk in and know that that sandwich was going to be there waiting for her without there needing to be that, like, here you go, you know, of like the beggar aspect of it. And so anyways, I left the sandwich. I walked in and I just said, I walked out, paid for my gas, and I just said to her, hey, listen, like, they're making the sandwich for you. It's already been paid. I've told the gentleman in there that it's for you, and for you to just come in and grab it, right? And she was like, thank you so much. And then as I was leaving, these girls came up and they were like, we just want to tell you, we love your vibe, we love your energy. And do you see, like, I'm sharing this story not to hype myself up, but in that moment of one good gesture, something good happened. And I didn't do it from a place of like, I want attention and I want validation. You know, these people on social media who are like, I'm going to give you, and like they're giving to homeless people, but they're recording the whole interaction. Sorry, to me, that's a bit tacky. That's just my vibe, right? Like, we should give of the goodness of our heart. We shouldn't give to want to receive external praise from people. And that's the vibe this week for you, okay, Pisces? How can you give from the goodness of your heart without expecting something in return, knowing that when you operate being kind, being generous, being loving, the universe will always reward you in other ways. But it has to come from a place of like humbleness, right? A place of like integrity, a place of your own morals, values, and ethics, and you being connected to Jupiter, babe. Pisces energy being the two fish swimming in the opposite directions. It's really easy for you to get good karma, and it's really easy for you to get bad karma, like almost instantly, okay? With the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, here to me what I'm seeing is that somebody may be making an offer to you. Maybe it's career, maybe it's love, maybe it's a friendship. There's an offer here happening, but I want you to ask yourself if you are holding back from receiving this offer, Pisces, because you are afraid, because you are still attached to old narratives, old stories, old ways of being, lack of trust, lack of confidence, because something here is brewing for you. We're going to dive into your love reading right now, right? But something here is brewing. You can't welcome in something new if you're still chained to the past. You've got Venus as your amulet, Venus, the goddess of love. I'm recording this on a Friday. There's our girl Venus, okay? This is all about love. This is all about self-respect. This is all about peace and harmony and beauty, luxury, sensuality. How can you give, right? Venus is receptivity. How can you give, right? Just from the goodness of your heart. We have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Oof. Remember, we still have Mercury retrograde and the Five of Pentacles. We still have Mercury retrograde here until the 27th, and then we enter into shadow period, okay? You're also, your 7th house, if you're a Pisces rising, is also activated, okay? 7 of Cups here, yeah. So there's some, the Hierophant, yeah. There's some lessons here around your love life. So my question to you would be, when it comes to your love life, Pisces, okay? If you are seeking romantic love, okay, if you are seeking a high vibrational relationship, can you put away the stories of the past, the relationships that didn't work, the connections that didn't align, he did this, she did this, so all of the other ones are going to do the same thing? Can you get that out of your system? Can you let that go? That's a big message that's showing up here for you, okay? Because I do see here that there's an opportunity for some romance, but there's so much fear involved. So much fear involved, and we got to let go of that fear, baby. That fear ain't serving you anymore, right? Remember, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer, okay? I'm going to pop this video here about finding how to manifest money, because I've seen this pentacles here. It's almost like you're worried something's going to happen financially for you. I'm going to pop this video on manifesting money to help you out. If you want to book a session, you want to work with me in any capacity, or you want to follow me on Insta, it's in the description box below. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.